what is ISAP?
ISAP is the premier location for the formation of Jungian psychoanalysts. The premier, I mean by that the top, okay? Doesn't mean it's the best, better than all the rest, but it's premier. Is a process by which individuals are formed into Jungian psychoanalysts. It's a formation process that takes place over the course of some 4 or 5 years. That's the mission of ISAP, to form new Jungian psychoanalysts for the world. What is unique about ISAP? It is located in Zurich, the home of analytical psychology, the place it was created, the place Jung lived, that has a very special aura around it and a very special atmosphere. So that helps us in this process of forming new psychoanalysts.
What does it mean for a student to go through the immersion program?
As Murray just mentioned, it's all about the transformation. Students come to this community because they feel something is special here for them, and in the being in person in this community, immersed in this training and all these classes and all these experiences with their own analysis at the core, they are faced to know themselves. They're faced to discover all of themselves, all of their own issues related to everyone they're relating to, and they're faced with knowing all of their potential. This helps, after all the intensity of the inner reflection and the outer chaos, become their whole selves, their whole selves. That's what they're here for. And it's only in an immersion training like this that that can happen to that depth.
What is our place in the world? What is ISAP's place in the world? What do we offer the world?
There are so many things, but the first that comes to mind is that the diversity of our analyst population and the diversity of our students makes it impossible for us to create a kind of uniformity or conformity that leads to a unitary idea of how life ought to be. I think what that does, what we offer the world then, which is suffused with the desire for uniformity and conformity, is a way towards diversity without schisms, without the kinds of fracturing that requires the annihilation of one idea for another idea to exist at the same time. I think that because the immersion program is our mainstay, people live psychology. That's not navel gazing. They live psychology. And that living psychology means also living reflection. And living reflection then is an antidote to impulsivity and action without thought.
Is there an archetypal pattern to the immersion program?
Immersion is a baptism. It is a death and rebirth process. So I think our formation is based on an archetype of death to the old and rebirth to the new, and a transformation between the two states.